center field from the University of South Florida, number 12, Jaden Ross. In right field from St. Bonaventure University, number 28, Mark Garachi. At third base from Columbia University, number 15, Sam Miller. At shortstop from Bryant University, number 25, Justin Hackett. At second base from the College of William & Mary, number 37, Corey Adams. At first base from Quinnipiac University, number 35, Sebastian Muller. Catching tonight from Carson Newman University, number 17, Mitchell Ballant. And tonight's starting pitcher, George Washington University, number 14, Colton Trish. Your DiamondDawgs are coached by Steve Luby, who's assisted by John Farino and Tyler Roper. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Singing tonight's national anthem is our very own Little Falls resident, Phil Lalonde.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our very own Phil Lalonde, ladies and gentlemen. Great job.
Fans, thanks for joining us on the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs Radio Network, brought to you by MonLittleFalls.com and Creative Outpost. Tonight's matchup is between the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the Albany Dutchmen in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League.
Here comes Paul Heiser.
And we'll take you out to the field for the
really,
first pitch here. And then we'll get into the lineups for both the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the Albany Dutchmen. First pitch tonight is being thrown out by the Heiser family. And here comes the pitch. And we'll call that a strike.
Let's hear it for the Patriarch.
So with the first pitch being thrown, we are ready for some baseball here in Little Falls. First for the Albany Dutchmen. Batting first is center fielder number 19, Anthony Pasco. The shortstop is number 5, Vince Vendetti. The catcher is number 22, Brody Keniston. The right fielder number 21 is JT Vance, and left fielder is number 99, Mick Prue. The first baseman is number 35, Corson Hastings. The third baseman is number 1, Will Binder. The DH for the Dutchman is number 34, Josh Foglia. And at second base is number 2, Mario Cubello. Pitching for the Dutchman tonight is number 42, Jacob Maurer. And for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs, it'll be Corey Adams at second base. Mitchell Ballant catching tonight. Third baseman is number 15, Sam Miller. At first base is number 35, Sebastian Muller. Justin Hackett is the shortstop tonight for the DiamondDawgs. Mark Daraski, number 28, is the right fielder. At DH is number 36, Chance Cheka. And in center field is Jaden Ross. And anchoring left field will be number 6, Nick Storino. On the mound tonight for Mohawk Valley is Colton Trish. So for Trish tonight, 2-0 on the year, a 1.77 ERA. He's pitched in 20.1 innings. His counterpart on the other side, Jacob Maurer, he's 0-2, a 3.98 ERA and 20.1 innings pitched as well. So just about ready for the start of baseball as warm-up toss is being taken now from Colton Trish. Dogs coming off a loss last night in Boonville. So returning home tonight for the early Sunday game, 5 o'clock start, as is usual for the Sunday games here in Mohawk Valley. if you're in the listening area, still time to come on out to the ballpark if you want to watch it in person. Nice warm day to watch some baseball between the second place Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the Albany Dutchmen here tonight. Final warm-up pitches being taken here from Trish to his catcher, Mitchell Ballant. As we are getting to the part of the season where playoff seedings are starting to unfold. Mid-July, season runs to the end of July, and then playoffs start promptly the first week of August. A lot of players have to head back to school in August. Therefore, the playoffs ramp up right after the season ends. No time to wait. So getting hot in mid-July is a good time for these teams to make a playoff push and get ready for playoff baseball. So for the Albany Dutchman, Anthony Pascal will lead things off. He'll be followed by Vince Vendetti and Brody Kennison. That's the 1, 2, 3 in the lineup.
Leading off for Albany, center fielder.
So we are ready for some perfect game collegiate baseball league action. I'm Pete Pagliaro bringing you all the action between the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the Albany Dutchmen. So here's number 19, Anthony Pascal, to start things off for the Dutchmen. And he's going to face Colton Trish, who's 2-0 with a 1.77 ERA. A left-hander is Trish. He's going to face the righty in Anthony Pascal. Pascal is the center fielder who's hitting .241 on the year. And here comes the first pitch to start off this game. And that will be in the dirt for ball one, and the count 1-0 to Pascal. So for Pascal, like I said, .241 hitter, 58 at-bats, 11 runs, and 14 hits. And ready to face Trish for the second time. Here's the windup and the pitch on pitch number 2. And that one down the middle for a called strike, hitting that inside corner. And the count now even at 1-1 strike. So Albany in royal blue tops this afternoon with gray bottoms. A little different from their traditional gray uniforms that they've worn in the past. Still a blue color in their color scheme. And that one's fouled off. And the count is now 1-2. So 1-2 strikes to Anthony Pascal. Trish looks in, picking up his sign from his catcher. And he will bend down now, take another closer look before he's going to shake a few pitches off from Ballant before he's going to decide on the pitch and deliver. Here it comes, the 1-2. Down low inside for ball 2, and the count now 2-2 strikes to Anthony Pascal. Again, Pascal will be followed by Vince Vendetti and Brody Kennison in the lineup. 2-2 count now to Pascal. Wind blowing from right to left here at Veteran Memorial Park in Little Falls. Here's the windup and pitch by Trish. And that ball is hit up right at the middle into center field for a base hit to start off the ball game for Anthony Pascal.
Now coming to play shortstop number 5 from the College of St. Rose, Vince Venditti.
So Vince Venditti is now the batter for the Dutchman. A .284 hitter is Venditti. 81 at bats, 24 runs, and 23 hits for Venditti.
Make my day.
And so Venditti at the plate, another right-handed batter for the Dutchman. Runner on first, nobody out, top of the first. And Colton Trish is the pitcher for Mohawk Valley. 2-0 on the year, looking for win number 3 for the pitcher. And back to first base goes Trish slowly. And obviously everybody's safe as the runner gets back very easily. And Venditti will wait for his first pitch here from Trish. And Venditti looks at the runner. Sorry, Trish looks at the runner at first, now steps and delivers. And that one gets away from Mitchell Ballant. The runner heads the second, round second. And he is going to be safely at second after the ball gets away from the catcher. And the count is now 1-0 to Venditti. Venditti is the shortstop for the Dutchman. A right-handed batter going against the lefty in Colton Trish. So now runner on second, still nobody out here in the top of the first. Second batter of the game, Vince Venditti at the plate. with a 1-0 count, and Brody Keniston on deck for Albany. Trish now sets, and he will kick and deliver, and that is hit down the third base line, foul. And the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 count. Runner at second taking a few steps off the bag. The second baseman, Corey Adams, just slightly behind. Now he's backing off. Here's the windup now and the pitch from Trish. In the dirt, stopped by Ballant again. And this time the count is 2-1. So pitch is being thrown in the dirt by Trish, being stopped thus far by Ballant. One did get away from him, allowing the runner to advance to second base. So again, the runner at second taking a few steps off. That's Anthony Pascal. Vince Venditti at home. 2-1 count. There's the windup and the pitch. Shows bunt, puts it down right in front of the catcher and the pitcher. He grabs it. He's going to throw over to first. Overthrows the bag. And the runner is safe, and he is going to advance to second base. And they're going to allow the runner to go to third after the ball was overthrown. Home, I'm sorry. And so a run scores now, 1-0. So Vince Venditti reaches on the error. And as the ball went out of play, he gave the runner the extra base. And he scored, so now the 1-0 is the score. So Brody Keniston now in the battle. He's the catcher for the Dutchman. He is at the plate with nobody out. And a runner on second. So Trish Seth looks at the runner at second base, not being held on by the second baseman as he's bouncing in and out. And now here's the pitch. It's high. And Ballant has to extend out to get that one. So thus far, Ballant has had to do some work behind the plate. Hopefully Trish will settle down here. Usually takes a inning or so for most pitchers to settle into the ball game. And Trish again will look in. Pick up his sign from Ballant and deliver on the 1-0. And that ball is hit high to center field. Center fielder backing up. He's at the wall, and that is gone. A 2-run home run by Brody Keniston has given the Albany Dutchman an early 3-0 lead.
Played the right fielder, number 21 from Mississippi College, J.T. Vance.
So Brody Keniston takes that ball to center field and deposits it for a 2-run home run, now leading 2-0 are the Dutchmen. So J.T. Vance now due up for the Dutchman. So Colton Trish looking to shake off this rough start with the first 3 batters he's faced. So here is Vance. Vance steps in now. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for ball 1. So JT Vance, 226 hitter, 62 at-bats, 9 runs and 14 hits. He's playing right field tonight for the Dutchman. 1-0 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. And again, stopped by Ballant. That was on the ground again. Two balls and no strikes to Vance. Trish now will wind and deliver on the 2-0 pitch to Vance. And that's popped up into center field. This time the center fielder is going to make the grab for out number 1. So there's the first out of the ball game. A pop out to center field by JT Vance. So Mick Crew now the batter for the Dutchman. So Plew, 235 hitter. He is the left fielder for Albany. Another right-handed batter is Plew against the lefty here. There's the windup now and the pitch. Left high by Plew, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes with the 1 out. 3-0 advantage here for the Dutchman. We are in the top of the first inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. And we have some activity in the DiamondDawgs bullpen. as DiamondDawgs staff hoping that Trish will settle in here after the rough first inning to start. But just in case, warming up in the bullpen. And there's a swing and a miss for a strike. And the count now 2-1 to Blue. Hastings is due up next for the Dutchman. That is Corson Hastings. There's the windup and the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. With Mick Plew at the plate. 2-2 count. There's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and there is called strike 3.
Now comes back to first.
My mom always said, life was like a ball.
There's Karsten Hastings now the batter for the Dutchman. First lefty we've seen here tonight. Hastings a big, strong batter for the Dutchman. He steps into the batter's box now to face Colton Trish with 2 outs and nobody on. Trish winds and delivers. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count now. No balls and 1 strike now to Hastings. Trish is going to wind now and deliver on the 0-1 pitch. And a little hop as that ball comes in for ball 1. Again, stopped by Mitchell Ballant, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 4 strike 2 in the count now, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corsten Hastings. As Trish looking to get 1 more and get out of this inning with minimal damage. Here comes Trish now with the windup and the pitch. Ball is hit on the ground to the first baseman and it hops over his head. And safe at first is Hastings. So that one is ruled a single for Hastings.
From the University of Albany, Will Binder.
So Will Binder now the batter for the Dutchman. And Binder is the 3rd baseman. Hitting 118 for Albany. So the runner on first, 2 outs, I'm sorry. Here's the windup and pitch by Trish. That one down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Binder. Binder, a right-handed batter for the Dutchman. He will step into the box now. Facing a 1-0 count. Here comes the windup now on the pitch from Colton Trish. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And safe at second is the call. On a nice throw by Mitchell Ballant. Appeared to get there in time, but the slide through was the difference for Hastings. So he is safe at second base. Binder at the plate with a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the windup now and the pitch by Trish. And that is outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes now to Will Binder, the 3rd baseman. 3-0 count now to Binder. Runner on second, taking a short lead, not being held on by Corey Adams. Corey Adams is moving around there on the second baseline. That one is fouled off on the first baseline. And as I was saying, Adams coming in and out at second base, but not holding the runner on at the moment. 3 balls and a strike now to Will Binder. Josh Foglia, the DH, is on deck. 3-0 advantage now for the Dutchman here in the top of the first, as Colton Trish has struggled to start off this ballgame. He looks to the runner at second, taking a good lead. And here's the windup and the pitch. And that one's fouled off behind us. And the count now full at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Will Binder. Binder stepping out momentarily. And Now we'll step in to face Colton Trish. Trish is looking in, getting a sign from his catcher. Runner on second again, stepping off second base, taking a few steps off. Trish not looking at the runner, throws the ball. And there's called strike 3 on the inside corner. That'll do it for the top of the first, but a rough start for Colton Trish and the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Down 3-0 after a 2-run home run by Brody Keniston. We'll be back after this commercial break.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with a professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
And welcome back, fans, for the start of the bottom of the first. And Corey Adams will lead things off here for Mohawk Valley. Hits the ball to the shortstop, who makes an attempt to grab it. Misses as it falls out of his glove, and safe at first is Corey Adams as he smashed that ball to the shortstop, Vince Vendetti.
17 from Carson Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant, the catcher, now for Mohawk Valley at the plate. Ballant on the season hitting .339 with 2 home runs. Dogs down 3-0 to start things off here in the bottom of the first. Well, here is Mitchell Ballant ready to face Jacob Maurer. There's the pitch from Maurer. That misses down low. 4-1. So after Ballant, Sam Miller due up for Mohawk Valley. And Muller will follow him. Right-handed pitcher is Maurer. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Ballant. And just a bit high, and the count now is 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes now to Mitchell Ballant. Ballant, a right-handed batter for Mohawk Valley. He's got a runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Dogs looking to bounce back here after the 3-0 first inning, and that is followed off by Ballant down the third base line, and a 2-1 count. 2 balls and 1 strike. there's a strike to Ballant. And the count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mitchell Ballant. Here's the wide open pitch by Maurer. It's fouled off, and the count remains 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I just brought a gift up here from my son. He brought me the home run ball, and he wrote home run ball away team. Just throw that ball back onto the field like they do in some of the other ballparks. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That home run ball was courtesy of, let's see, Brody Keniston hit that ball. Maybe we'll return it to him after the game. So 3-2 count now to Ballant with a runner on first. There's the pitch. The ball is hit to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it to second and to first. And safe at first. They get the runner at second on the 4. So 1 out on the play as Mitchell Ballant hits the ball and reaches safely.
Now batting third baseman, number 15, from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller now the batter after the runner was out at second base after the force from the shortstop. And at first base is Mitchell Ballant now. So Sam Miller is the batter, a right-handed batter to face the righty and Jacob Maurer. And here's the pitch, and that's fouled off for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Sam Miller. And a runner on first base with 1 out for Mohawk Valley. So Jacob Maurer now will wind and deliver to Miller. Does so down low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count to Miller. Maurer shakes one off. And looks like he's ready to go to deliver the pitch. Here it is. And that is popped down the right field line. And it will be out of play. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 to Sam Miller. So Sam Miller facing a 1-2 count with a runner on first base and 1 out. 3-0 lead here for the Dutchman in the bottom of the first. Maurer looks at the runner at first and now will wind and deliver. And that one is popped up into right center field, and the center fielder is going to make the catch for out number 2. And Sebastian Muller now will come to the plate.
Sebastian Muller.
So here's Sebastian Muller, the first baseman, number 35 for Mohawk Valley. Muller hitting .273 on the year for Mohawk Valley. 3 home runs, 15 RBI. Right-handed batter is Muller. And again, a runner on first with 2 outs. Bottom of the first, here's the pitch. Right down the center of the plate by Maurer, and the count 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Sebastian Muller, the first baseman. Muller is set. Maurer is set. Here comes the windup and the pitch. And that one just a little high, and the count now even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Muller, Justin Hackett on deck for Mohawk Valley should Muller reach. Here's the windup now, and the pitch coming from Maurer, taking his time. He pauses before he throws the pitch and now throws it high. And there is another ball. And the count is 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a strike in the outside corner, and the count now even at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sebastian Muller. So 2 outs here for Mohawk Valley in the bottom of the first. Down 3-0. Here's the pitch. And he fouls that one off. Just getting a piece was Muller, staying alive at 2-2. Hot, humid day here at Vets Park in Little Falls, but there is a breeze blowing through, blowing from right to left here in Little Falls, New York. We're home of the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs, former home of the Little Falls Mets, the New York Penn League champions at one point. And there's a little foul ball down the third base line. I want to say 1982 was when the Mets won the pennant here, but I could be wrong on the date. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Muller from Mauer. As Muller will pick up his bat as he's already down to the first base area before that was called foul. So he picks up his gear. His weapon of choice is the bat, which really is all you can use here. And here comes the 2-2 pitch now from Muller. And that is down and outside for ball 3, and that's going to put us at a full count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the first baseman, Sebastian Muller. So Muller will jump back in the box, ready to face Jacob Mauer, who's looking in, takes a glance at the runner at first over his shoulder, and he's going to go back to first. And safe at first is the runner, and that is Mitchell Ballant. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Here comes Mauer with the pitch. And inside and high for ball 4. So he will take his base, and Justin Hackett will come to the plate. So here's Justin Hackett after the walk to Sebastian Muller. Hackett, another right-handed batter from Mohawk Valley, now has runners on first and second. So Hackett is the tying run at the plate for Mohawk Valley here in the bottom of the first. And that first pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the pitch, and that ball's hit to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it up there across, and that'll do it for the inning. So the runners are left stranded for Mohawk Valley. No score from Mohawk Valley after that inning. So after the 1 complete, it is 3-0 Dutchman.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors. But you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gem shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime. Fans,
Hail
if you're in the market
Transportation
for a new
wants to
home
provide their
or are
premier
looking to sell
customer
your home,
service for your
make
next
sure you
bus
contact-
charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hail Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with a professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hail Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit hailtransportationgroup.com.
And we're back, fans. Top of the second underway here. And at the plate is number 34, Josh Foglia. He will lead things off here in the top of the second for the Dutchman. Here's the first pitch to Foglia.
Designated hitter number 34 from Hudson Valley Community College, Josh Foglia.
And there is a ball. So ball one. One ball, no strikes. Actually, that was a strike. No balls, one strike. Is that what I said? Sorry. There is a foul ball, and the count now 0-2, so no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 count to Josh Foglia. Mario Cubello is on deck for the Dutchman. Here comes the windup now and the pitch. And that is left high for a ball, and the count 1-2 to Foglia. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josh Foglia. 1-2 count now. Here comes the windup. And the pitch. And that one misses for ball 3. And the count now 2-2. Sorry, my count all messed up today. I'm not sure what I'm watching. Apparently not this game. 2-2 we'll go with. Must be the heat up here in the press box. It's quite warm up here tonight. And that ball hit on the ground to the second baseman. He's going to scoop it up, throw over to first. And there is the first out of the top of the second inning.
Coming to plate, second baseman number 2 from St. John Fisher University, Mario Cubello.
So Mario Cubello is now the batter for the Dutchman. He will stroll up to the plate with 1 out and nobody on for Cubello, hitting 200 on the season with 45 at-bats. So Mario Cubello at the bottom of the batting order here for the Dutchman. Now we'll go back to the top in the leadoff hitter in Anthony Pascal. But first it's Cubello, and he takes the first pitch as a strike, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Once in a while you get a little breeze here in the press box, which feels very good. That one's popped up into center field. The center fielder takes a few steps back before he makes the grab for the out. That is Jaden Ross out there in center field for Mohawk Valley. And so we go back to the top with Anthony Pascal, who singled in his first at-bat, the first hit of the game for the Dutchman. First batter, first hit. So here's Pascal again to face Trish for the second time. This time with 2 outs and nobody on. That ball is inside to Pascal, 4-1. 1 ball, no strike to Anthony Pascal, the center fielder from the Albany Dutchman. He's a right-handed batter, and here comes the pitch. And that one right back at us. And the count 1-1. So the ball on a strike. Pascal will step out of the box, take a few swings outside of the box before he makes his way back in. Taps home plate, signaling he's ready to go. And Trish awaits, sets, and will wind and deliver. And he does so high for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 count to Pascal. Vince Vendetti is on deck. Should Pascal reach? Here's the 2-1 pitch now. And that ball hit to third base, scooped up by the third baseman Miller. He's going to throw across for the out. And a quick inning for Mohawk Valley as Pascal grounds out to third base. And we head to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Albany.
Have another game here.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
St. Bonaventure University, Mark Dawgs.
And we are back for the start of the bottom of the second. Mark Duraski is the batter for Mohawk Valley. He will step in the batter's box to face Jacob Maurer here in the bottom of the second. Dogs down 3-0 after a big first inning from the Albany Dutchman. Looking to battle back is Mohawk Valley here in the bottom half of the second. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off by Duraski, the count 0-1. No balls and one strike to Duraski. Duraski getting 242 for Mohawk Valley in this season thus far. And the pitch to Duraski, pitch number 2, is a strike, and the count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to the right fielder, Mark Duraski, wearing number 28 for Mohawk Valley. Back in the box and ready to go, ready to face Maurer. Maurer winds and delivers, missing high for a ball. One-two count now. It'll be Duraski, Chance Cheka, and Jaden Ross all due up this inning. First, Mark Duraski at the plate. Here's the pitch. Hits that ball between the gap between first and second base for a single for Duraski to start things off here in the bottom of the second.
Coming to play designated hitter number 35, Herkimer College, Chance Cheka.
So Chance Cheka now the batter for Mohawk Valley. He is the designated hitter is Cheka. Cheka hitting 167 in the ball game. Here is Chance Cheka at the plate, a right-handed batter to face Maurer. Here's the windup and the pitch, and it's high for ball 1. 1-0 count to Cheka. Cheka getting into this ball game as the DH here tonight. He's got a runner on first base with nobody out here. And here comes the windup now and the pitch by Maurer. And that also is left high, and the count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Chance Cheka. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, and actually back to first base is going to go Jacob Maurer, and the runner Duraski getting back quickly. So the count to Cheka will remain 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, as Cheka awaits that third pitch from Maurer. And here's Maurer with the pitch. And down the middle for a called strike 1. And the count now is 2-1 to Cheka. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, taking a short lead. Here's the pitch, and that is popped up, and the second baseman's calling everybody off. He's going to make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the second inning. That's Mario Cubello.
Number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So here's Jaden Ross now for Mohawk Valley. One out on the scoreboard for Mohawk Valley. Jaden Ross is the batter. Another right-handed bat for Mohawk Valley, ready to face Maurer with a runner on first. And they're going to go back to first with Maurer. And Jaraski slides back quickly. Jaden Ross back in the box now, ready to go to face Maurer. Maurer sets now. And he will wind and deliver. And that one is popped up. And the catch is made by the first baseman in foul territory for out number 2.
Going to play left fielder, number 6 for Fairfield University, Nick Storino.
So that'll leave it up to Nick Storino here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Storino, a left-handed batter for Mohawk Valley, steps into the box to face Maurer for the first time in the ballgame. And here we go with Maurer getting set to deliver the pitch. Here it comes. And outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Storino. No balls and 1 strike. Maurer sets. He looked at the runner at first momentarily, now delivers the pitch, swing and a miss. And quickly up in the count now is Maurer, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, 3-0 is the score here. Bottom of the second inning as the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs trail after a big first inning from the Dutchman, a 2-run home run. Gave them a 3-0 lead after 1 run already scored. And that's where we stand now, 3-0, bottom of the second. That ball is hit into left center field by Storino for a base hit to keep the inning alive for Mohawk Valley.
37 from the College of William and Corey Adams.
So we go back to the top with Corey Adams now. Corey Adams had singled in his first at bat. He's the leadoff hitter for the DiamondDawgs here tonight. He will come to the plate. He bats from the right side of the plate, and he will face the righty Jacob Maurer for the second time tonight. And first time, as I mentioned, he's singled. Let's see what he can do here this second time around with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Adams, and there's a strike down the center of the plate. And they count 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Corey Adams, the second baseman for the Dogs. Adams patiently awaiting the pitch here from Maurer, who will deliver on the 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Adams. So quickly down in the count now is Adams 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Corey Adams. 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Dogs. Down 3-0. Adams represents the tying run at the plate. 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Maurer. And that one outside and down low for a ball. The count 1-2. Breeze is starting to blow in here from right to left here at Vets Memorial Park. Feels good for us here in the booth. I'm sure it feels good to the fans and the players out there as well, as it is hot and humid. Middle of July here in Little Falls, New York. Before you know it, the field will be covered in snow. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 3 to Adams, and that'll do it for the inning as Adams strikes out looking to end the inning. And they leave 2 stranded to the Dogs, and the score remains 3-0 Albany as we head to the top of the third.
As your family starts to grow, so will your priorities. And sometimes finances can be difficult. You need local experts with resources that offer personalized products and services that guide you through life's changes. Whether you're starting out or need money-saving solutions, GPO is here for your family's needs.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequities,
We're moving beyond what you'd expect from us.
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And we are back, and first batter Vince Vendetti pops it out to shortstop for out number one. And Brody Keniston now will come to the plate. Here is Keniston, who homered in his first at bat. And the pitch is high to Keniston for ball one. And the count is 0-1. Correction, that's ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's the pitch. Now it's 1-1 after the strike to Keniston. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keniston homered in his first at bat here tonight. Here's the windup at the pitch. And there's a strike for number 2, and the count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch, and that is down low for ball 2, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brody Keniston, the catcher. He's a right-handed batter for Albany. He's got 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 3rd inning. 3-0, Dutchman ahead, and here comes the pitch. And that one is hit to right field. The right fielder and the first baseman are heading over. And that is out of play. And the count will jump to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Keniston. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Keniston. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that is popped high into right field. And the right fielder calling for it makes the grab out in right field for out number 2 is Mark Duratsky.
And the right fielder, number 21 from Mississippi College, J.T. Vance.
And so J.T. Vance now the batter. Well, here's JT Vance, who popped out to center field in his first at bat here tonight. He comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And the count is 0-1, so no balls and 1 strike to JT Vance. A 1 count. There's the windup now on the pitch. And that is inside corner strike. And the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Vance. And Colton Trish now sets, winds, and delivers on the 0-2. That ball, broken bat into left field. The ball lands safely, so a single by JT Vance.
Number 99 from Manhattan College, Nick Blue.
And there's a throw to first base from the catcher. And safe is the runner. And we're waiting for a count. 1-0 count to Nick Plew. 1 ball and no strikes to Plew with a runner on first. Here's the windup. A pitch, runner takes off. And no throw after ball 2 is delivered to Plew. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the count is 2-0 to Plew. So Mitchell Ballant out to talk to his catcher, Colton Trish. And he's going to head back to his spot behind home plate with a 2-0 count. So 2 balls and no strikes to Nick Plew. 2-0 count. Plew has struck out in his first at bat. Two outs right now here in the top of the third. There's the windup now and the pitch from Colton Trish. Trish taking his time now, delivers the pitch. And he misses for a ball. And the count now 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes to Nick Plew, with Corson Hastings in the batter's box. Runner on second for the Dutchman. And here comes the windup and pitch by Trish, and it is left high for ball 4. He will take his base, Will Plew. And Corson Hastings now the batter for the Dutchman. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that is hit hard to right field. And that's going to drop in as the runner is going to head to second. And here's the throw home, and he is safe at home. And so the double to right field scores a runner. And Will Binder now will come to the plate. So the score now 5-0. Dutchman after the double by Corson Hastings. conference on the mound going on here. And we're going to have a pitching change. So we are going to take a break and be back momentarily.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
And welcome back, fans. We have a pitching change on the mound for Mohawk Valley. Chris Palmer, number 18, the new pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley, replacing Colton Trish. So Will Binder will now step into the batter's box to face Chris Palmer for the first time here tonight. And Palmer will wind and deliver, and that's fouled off by Binder, and the count 0-1. No balls and one strike to Binder.
Missed it by that much.
Albany has jumped out ahead 5-0 here on this Sunday matinee here at Vets Park in Little Falls. DiamondDawgs looking to rebound here in the latter innings. Here's the windup and the pitch. And there's a called strike. And the count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Binder. Runner on second base with 2 outs. Here comes Palmer now with the 0-2 pitch. And he's going to check the runner at second. Steps off the rubber, and the runner getting back quickly. And the count will remain 0-2 now to Binder. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Palmer, down low for a ball. And they count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Palmer now set to deliver on the 1-2. Here it comes. And it's popped into right field. And the right fielder's there to make the grab. And that'll do it for the inning. And 2 runs score. And the Dutchmen go up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
If you are looking for some shopping and dining, head on over to Canal Place, where you will find quaint shops, galleries, restaurants, and inns situated in the old mill buildings and storefronts along the waterfront of Canal Place. They've become known as the happening place for the arts in the Mohawk Valley. Not so long ago, many of these buildings were working mills serving the garment industry. Even today, after conversion to service retail space, many of these rugged but lovely structures speak to our great regional manufacturing heritage. If you're looking for fine arts, entertainment, or antiques, you simply must pay a visit to Canal Place. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And we're back, and Mitchell Ballant will lead things off here in the bottom of the third for Mohawk Valley. They're down 5-0. And they are ready to get going here against Jacob Maurer. Get the bats going for Mohawk Valley. First pitch to Maurer is a ball. I'm sorry, first pitch to Ballant is a ball from Maurer. And the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Mitchell Ballant. Sam Miller and Sebastian Muller all due up here in this inning. Swing and a miss, and the count now is 1-1 to Mitchell Ballant. One ball and a 1 strike to Ballant. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses. They're going to check to see if he went, and they say no, he did not. So 2 balls and a 1 strike to Ballant. Here comes the windup in the pitch now, and that ball's hit to the shortstop. Slow roller, picks it up, throws across, and there is an out from the bat of Mitchell Ballant. So Mitchell Ballant grounds out to the shortstop. And Sam Miller now the batter.
Third baseman, number 15 from Columbia University.
So Sam Miller popped out to center field in his first at bat here this evening. He comes to the plate here in the bottom of the third with nobody on and 1 out. So here is Miller at the plate with nobody on. Wind up and pitch by Muller, hit again to the shortstop. Shortstop is busy today as he makes the grab, throws on over. And the shortstop Vance Vendetti. And shortstop for the Dutchman.
From Quinnipiac, Sebastian Muller.
So Sebastian Muller now due up 2 straight shots to the shortstop. So he's responsible for 2 of the outs here in this inning. So Sebastian Muller, who walked on his first at bat, will get a shot here in the bottom of the third. Dogs down 5-0. Here's the windup and the pitch from Muller. Or Maurer. Too many M's in the lineup today. Miller, Muller, Maurer. It's getting tough. Getting real tough. Plus it's hot. But regardless, Sebastian Muller is at the plate, and he's facing Jacob Maurer. You see where I can mess up there easily? Maurer, Muller. It's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. Here's the windup now on the pitch to Muller. He hits the ball to center field for a base hit, so Muller gets on base for Mohawk Valley. And Justin Hackett now will come to the plate.
From Bryant University, Justin Hackett.
So Justin Hackett is the batter. So fans, if you're listening out there, I don't have the Facebook feed up in front of me, but if you'd like, put your name, where you're listening from. If I get a chance during one of the breaks, I'll write those names down. I'll give you a shout out during the game. I love hearing where the fans are listening from or watching from. So put your name out there and your location and who you're related to, who you're watching. Love to give you a shout out, whether it's Albany or Mohawk Valley. So here is Hackett with a 1-0 count and 2 outs. And there's they're going to check that and see if he went, and they said yes, he did. And the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Fans also do birthday shout outs, no charge. Just let me know on Facebook that you have someone who's celebrating a birthday. We'll give them a birthday shout out. How's that sound? We do have someone with a birthday coming up. I heard from the other side of the booth. We are in a very close-knit booth here. During the summers, we get very personal up here. We get to know each other very well. Been doing it for, 11 or 12 years now, most of the guys up in the booth. We got a newcomer sitting beside me who's manning the production computer, making sure we are up and running throughout the game. So much appreciation there. That's our crew from Creative Outposts. They're a bunch of interns who are learning to take my job over. So probably be done after next year because they'll take my job and I won't have anywhere to go. So I'll be sitting downstairs watching the game as they're broadcasting it. 3 balls and 1 strike. They're off to college after the summer, so we're going to miss them. But doing a great job here for us on the cameras and on the computers. That one has popped up into right field. That'll do it for the inning. So no run score for Mohawk Valley. 5-0 score remains. We're going to head to the 4th when we get back.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And welcome back, fans. Start of the 4th inning. And the batter for the Albany Dutchman is Josh Foglia. Josh Foglia is batting here for Mohawk Valley. And there's a little dribble down the first base line. It is foul. Fans, first of all, let me make sure if you see a link on the Facebook page, this is live stream, official link for live stream, don't click on it because that is scam. The only live link is the one on Facebook, the actual Facebook coverage. But I want to give a shout out to some of the fans who are listening. Andrea Murray, she's listening out there cheering for her dogs. Joanna Miller is cheering for her dogs, and I know she listens routinely. She's one of our biggest fans out there, so thank you for listening, Joanne. And that one is hit into right field, and that one took a bounce, so safe is Josh Foglia. So Mario Cobello now up, and Nicole Bates is listening. She's cheering on the other team. She's saying roll Dutch, so thank you for listening, Nicole. Ray Williams listening out there. Gene Lang is listening. Also, thank you. So for Ray Williams, he's listening from Mississippi, Philadelphia, Mississippi. So we're all the way out in Mississippi with coverage here for our game. Back to first base they go. So thank you for listening all the way from Mississippi, Ray. Also, Tracy Williams and Vance Johnson, they're listening from Union, Mississippi. And they're listening for JT Vance. So David Palmer is also listening. He's the dad of Chris Palmer, the pitcher on the mound. And then Billy Orphanan is watching. So thank you to all for watching and listening. I really do appreciate it. And runner steals second on that play. And so Foglia now at second base. Mario Cubello is at the plate with an 0-1 count. So Cubello will step back in. And he is ready to face Chris Palmer, who's on the mound. Palmer, a righty. And he will wind and deliver, and there's a foul ball. And they count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Chris Palmer versus Mario Cubello at the plate. So for Palmer, he has seen action in 15.2 innings, 23 hits, 10 runs, an ERA of 5.75, 0-1 on the year for Palmer.
Maybe that'll learn you to keep your big mouth
And he will strike out Cubello for out number 1. And so Anthony Pascal will come to the plate. He is the leadoff hitter here in the lineup for the Dutchman. He has singled and grounded out here today. And Palmer has a runner on second base, down 5-0. He came in to replace the starting pitcher, Colton Trish. There's the windup in the pitch by Palmer. Right down the center of the plate for a called strike 1.
From Rider University, Anthony Pascal.
So no balls and 1 strike to Pascal. For Pascal hitting .241 on the season. He's got 14 hits and 11 runs. 0-1 the count. Here's the windup and pitch. And that one's hit to the first baseman. He scoops it up, and he's going to touch the bag for the second out. That's Sebastian Muller from Mohawk Valley. And so the ground out to first base for Pascal will bring up Vince Venditti. So Venditti reached out in the air and popped out here tonight already. He is a right-handed batter to face the righty in Chris Palmer. Palmer looking in, getting his signs from his catcher. Mitchell Balance shakes the first one off, shakes the second one off, shakes the third one off, maybe even a fourth one. Who knows? He's ready now. He likes what he sees. He's going to deliver the pitch. And there's a swing and a foul down the first base line. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Vince Venditti. He is the shortstop for the Dutchman, a righty, in the box here to face Palmer. Palmer looks in, picking up his signs from his catcher again. And looks like he's ready to go. Will wind and deliver. Swing and a miss. And there is strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Venditti. Venditti jumps back on the box as Palmer was already awaiting. He's ready to go with the 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called. Nice pitch there by Palmer. And he finishes him off to end the inning. So Palmer strikes out Venditti to end the inning. Head to the bottom of the 4th. It is 5-0 Albany.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, Guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest-working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
And welcome back, fans. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Dutchman. That is Derek Duval. So Derek Duval now pitching for the Dutchman. And the first two pitches to Duraski. A ball and a strike. So 1-1 the count to Mark Duraski. So a few more shout-outs coming along the way. How about Billy Orphanen for watching? Glenna Chandler Caprice. Also Carl Storino. And somebody's watching out in the Albany Diocese. So thank you all for tuning in and watching this game here tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike to the right fielder, Mark Duraski. Christina Lopich has joined us, so thank you, Christina, for joining us and watching tonight's game. The ball's hit back to the pitcher, and Duraski not happy as he grounds out to the pitcher, and Chance Cheka now will come to the plate. So here's Chance Cheka, who popped out in his first at-bat tonight against Jacob Mauer. He'll face Derek Duval now for the first time. So Duval is ready to go. Duval is a right-handed pitcher. He's going to wind and deliver. And down the center of the plate, but low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Chance Cheka. Lined up, and the pitch is high. And the count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Chance Cheka. It'll be Jaden Ross who's on deck next for Mohawk Valley. Cheka is the DH here tonight. He popped out in his first at-bat. Struggling this season a bit at the plate. Looking to get his groove going as he's hitting 167 coming into this ball game. And that one misses down low and outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. So for Tracy Jackson, she's saying great video coverage. I got to give that to all the interns out here who are out in the field doing the video for us. We got 2 interns on the field with the video cameras. And then we got our producer here in the control room doing all the movement of the cameras and all that. So congratulations and thank you to them for a great job. Much appreciated. And that one's hit to the shortstop. And that is out number 1.
Center fielder number 12.
Out number 2, I should
University
say.
of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross is now the batter. So I'd have to say we've come a long way from our video production stuff that we've done. This is the first year that we've partnered with MyLittleFalls.com and Creative Outpost. And they have provided the interns for us. The interns are folks who are interested in video production, broadcasting, and that kind of field. They're all going to college to pursue those interests. A lot of those kids will be attending colleges shortly, I should say, in August. So they'll be departing for school. Hopefully they can be with us through the playoff run. We would appreciate that if they can stay, and we would like them to enjoy whatever playoff run the DiamondDawgs make, hopefully a long one, this season and hang another batter out in the field. So those interns have learned how to produce the videos, how to edit them, and a lot of things that has resulted in great broadcast coverage of this Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs season. Ball is hit to the first baseman, who throws it to the pitcher, who covers, and that does it for the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the DiamondDawgs. So we'll head to the top of the fifth. It is still 5-0 Dutchman.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs. If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter and Van Meter LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today.
And welcome back, fans. And Brody Kenniston will lead things off here for the Dutchman. For Kenniston, he homered and popped out here tonight. And so we are ready to go with Chris Palmer on the hill again here for Mohawk Valley. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that is down low for a ball. So a few more shout-outs coming your way. How about Carl Storino, who's listening? His message out there is time to work, dogs. I'm going to have to agree there with Mr. Farino. And the count is 1-0. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one paints the inside corner for a strike. How about Sue Kerber, who's listening? Thank you, Sue, for watching. Also, Steve Furman. I see that's a name I see quite often, so thank you for tuning in, Steve. How about my friend Rolfie Martinez, who's watching? Oh, and I know somebody else who's watching we know very well. Christina Farino. She said she's married to the Dawgs first base coach. We know that, Christina. Come on. You've been here for a long time. You're part of the family. So if you're married to the first base coach, you're essentially a member of the Dawgs team. So thank you for listening. Hope you're having a great summer. And there's a swing and a miss. And the catcher is going to throw over to first for the out. So Brody Kenniston strikes out. So JT Vance is now the batter. Funny, we were just talking about Mrs. Farino the other day. I was catching up with Coach, and I said, you know, does his wife come out to the game watch? I don't see her here often. He's like, no, she normally takes it easy. She's had a lot of baseball through her life. Now, for those that don't know, the kids for the Farinos have played baseball all their lives. They're still playing baseball. Drew, and hopefully I'll get the name right. I always mix up the boys. Drew is the bullpen catcher for the Syracuse Mets. And they both played at Lemoyne as catchers. So the Farino boys have played baseball for a long time. Mom and Dad have been in the stands many years watching baseball. So I give Mom the pass if she doesn't want to come to all the DiamondDawg games. She was here for all the games when the boys were playing here. So awesome for her. And also thank you for her for putting up with Coach, because I know it's not easy to be a coach's wife, being a coach myself. So thank you for that. All right, so Jamie Watkins is now listening and watching. So does Adam Gross and Michelle Patch. I imagine related to Ethan Patch. Here is the pitch, and that's fouled off by JT Vance, and the count 0-1. So no balls and one strike. 0-1 count to Vance, who is popped out and singled. Here's the pitch. And that is high for a ball. And the count 1-1 to Vance. Fouling Vance will be Mick Plew, who is up next with a 1 out. Here's Palmer with the pitch, and down low they're going to check to see if he went. And they say no, he did not. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tammy Ross Walker giving a shout out. Let's go Dogs. 2-2. Now remember, fans, if you're listening from Albany, you can certainly give your shout out to the Dutchman. I will pass that on. And there's a strikeout to JT Vance.
Now coming to play the left fielder, number 99 from Manhattan College, Nick Plew.
So Nick Plew is now the batter. So here's Plew, who has walked and struck out here this evening to face Chris Palmer. Palmer delivers for strike 1, the count 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Plew. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the windup and the pitch. In the dirt, stop by Ballant. And they count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is high. He shows bump, pulls back. And they say, waiting to see what the call was. I'm not sure. Did not go, they say. And they count 2-1, I believe. 2 balls and 1 strike. So fans who are tuning in and listening, much appreciated. And for those who are family and friends, hopefully you can make the trip out here to Little Falls. I know a lot of them make the trip out to watch the kids play. It's a great place to come out and watch a baseball game. Little Falls is a great community, lots of little shops in the area. There's 1 hotel in town which you can find a place to stay, I'm sure. And there's a little timeout here being called. There's a little argument going on between the pitcher and the umpire. Now the coach will come out, and they're going to have a little discussion here. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, remember if you do come out to Little Falls, come out, stay at the hotel in town. There's a theater right next to it. All kinds of great coffee shops and antique shops along the way. Great little community. I call it a hidden gem in the area. They got a baseball field that is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of those places that you should add to your bucket list. If you're a baseball fan, you like great fields, great baseball, you should definitely come out and check out Veterans Memorial Park. I certainly vouch for it. I spent my summers here, have done so for the last 12 years. Great place to catch baseball and watch a baseball game. All right, everything is all settled. Everyone's getting along now. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one is fouled off, and they count now 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here comes Palmer now with the pitch to Plew. He will wind and deliver on the 3-2 pitch. Taking his time. And he's going to step off the rubber, as that was a stare down between Plew and Palmer on the 3-2 count. And we'll do it all again here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Palmer misses on that one. And he will walk Plew. Not happy about that is Palmer, as cheers from the Albany dugout. I don't think Chris Palmer appreciates that. So we'll see. He takes it out on Carson Hastings by striking him out here. As you don't want to anger the pitcher on the mound. That usually results in strikeouts. So with 2 outs, a runner on first, here is Carson Hastings after the walk to Plew. Here's the windup and the pitch. Down low for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strike. So Mr. Palmer, he intended to come tonight, but it's been pouring all day on Long Island. Well, my answer to that, Mr. Palmer, is if you got in the car and drove here, it wouldn't have been raining, right? Because it's raining in Long Island. Actually, I was just out there this week to Long Island. I was out there for work on Tuesday through Wednesday, or Tuesday through Thursday, actually. Love it out there. It's a fantastic place. I brought the kids out. They swam in the pools. They went out to the ocean. Jones Beach. We hit up a couple other beaches while I was out there. So one of my favorite places to visit. So I don't blame you for staying out in Long Island. It's not a bad place to hang out. 1 ball, 1 strike. And back to first goes Palmer. So you can watch it all from the benefit of your home instead. Hopefully you got your feet up and watching the game as your son is on the mound pitching with a runner on first base and Corsten Hastings at the plate with a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one is down low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike to Hastings. Binder is on deck for the Dutchman. Here comes the windup and pitch now by Palmer with a runner on first taking a short lead. That one's down low for ball 3 in the count now 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Billy Orphanon is saying go Dogs. Lots of fans out there on the Dawgs side. Again, I did see one fan coming across saying roll Dutch, so we'll give them a shout out as well. Back to first goes the runner after Palmer throws over. Count 3-1. One of the only times we see Albany here in Vets Memorial Park this year. We used to play them more often. The schedule has changed a bit. Ball is hit too short. Short bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe as that ball was hit hard at the shortstop. So Justin Hackett had trouble with that ball. And so Will Binder now will come to the plate, who has popped out once here tonight. So Keith Knight, thank you for joining us. Joshua McNeil also watching out there in Facebook land. So Will Binder is the batter, and timeout is called. And it looks like we're ready to go now. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Dogs are down 5-0. Chris Palmer, the pitcher on the mound. He's facing Will Binder. Here's the pitch to Binder. And that one's short, stopped by Ballant. And the count 1-0. So Will Binder hitting 118 as he came into this ball game here tonight. One-0 count, 2 outs. Angela Jones, thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast as well. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that one is popped up. And the third baseman is calling for it. He's going to make the catch, and that'll do it for the inning. That was Sam Miller at third, makes the catch to end the inning. So we are complete here through 5, and the score remains 5-0 Albany. We'll be back after a few commercial breaks.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just use your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your Diamond Dog sent you.
And fans, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5th inning. I'm sorry, I had the wrong inning, I think, there earlier. So here's Nick Storino at the plate for Mohawk Valley. First pitch to Storino is a strike, 0-1 count. So a few folks listening out there telling me who they're listening for, so we'll let you know who those folks are in a minute. And the count now is 1-1 to Storino. So Billy Orphanon is listening for Sebastian Muller, the first baseman. That is his godson. So he's listening for his godson. So what a great godfather, listening and watching his godson play baseball. That one is hit into center field by Nick Storino for a base hit. So he'll start off the bottom of the 5th with a base hit, and so we'll go Corey Adams to the top here. Top of the batting order.
Second baseman number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams is now coming to the plate. Also a former Diamond Dog, Keegan Leffler, has joined us on the broadcast. So nice to see some former Diamond Dog players keeping tabs on their former team. Nice to see Keegan watching some Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs baseball. Not sure if Keegan's still playing ball. It's been a while since he... Okay, I'm being told he's the pitching coach for Herkimer College. So Keegan Leffler not too far away here in Herkimer. Congratulations to Keegan for continuing his baseball career through coaching. It's always great to see Diamond Dog players scattered throughout the various leagues and colleges continuing their love for the game. 1-0 count to Corey Adams now. That one called a strike on the outside corner of the plate. The count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Adams. Adams has struck out looking and singled here tonight thus far. Dogs down 5-0. Need to get those bats moving here. And that one is hit into center field, and the catch is made by the center fielder for the out. So we pop out to center field by Corey Adams for out number 1. And here's Mitchell Ballant. So Ballant has grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice here tonight. Ballant, a right-handed batter for the Dogs. He is having himself a pretty good summer, leading the Dogs with a batting average of .339, 2 home runs, and 36 RBI. So here's Ballant looking to help his cause here with a runner on first. And he watches that one in for a strike as it comes through a little low, but catches the bottom portion of the plate for a strike, and the count is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Ballant. As Duval looks over his shoulder at the runner at first, and now he's set and ready to deliver, taking his time. And he will send the ball across, and he gets the inside corner this time. And the count now 0-2. So Duval kind of painting around the house, painting the bottom corner, now the inside corner. Let's see what he does here with an 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes to Ballant. There's the pitch, and that's fouled off by Ballant, and he will battle with an 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes, 5-0 the score. Bottom 5 here from Veterans Memorial Park, Little Falls, New York. Bringing you coverage of Perfect Game Collegiate League Baseball. Being brought to you by MyLittleFalls.com and the Creative Outpost. And back to first goes the runner as Duval throws over. No balls and 2 strikes now to Mitchell Ballant. Runner at first taking a short lead. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Ballant. He strikes out. And Sam Miller now due up for Mohawk Valley.
Third baseman number 15 from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller, now the batter for the Diamond Dogs. He has popped out and grounded out. His pop out was to center field, grounded out to short. And he's got a runner here on first base with 2 outs. And that one is hit to the third baseman, who's going to scoop it up and throw across the diamond. And that is Will Binder over to Corsten Hastings to end the inning. So That'll do it for the inning. No run score. The score remains 5-0. We head to the top of the 5th. Back after a quick commercial break.
If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter and Van Meter LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
And we are back here. And Chris Palmer still the pitcher on the mound, coming in for Colton and Trish. And at top of the sixth, we have Josh Foglia, who will lead things off here for the Dutchman in the top of the sixth. So here's Josh Foglia. And first pitch to Foglia. He pops it up to the first baseman. He calls everybody off, does Mohawk Valley DiamondDawg first baseman Sebastian Muller. And that is out number 1 on the top of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman number 2 from St. John Fisher University, Mario Cubello.
So Mario Cubello is now the batter. And Angelina Pagliaro listening to the broadcast. That is my daughter. So look at that. She has joined the broadcast to listen to Dad call the game. How about that, fans? So hello to Angelina. Make sure everybody gives her a thumbs up out there. I like to embarrass her as much as I can. And that one is down low for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. If anyone's ever looking for a good sub, my daughter is a sandwich artist. She will hook you up with the best bread in town. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 count now to Cubello. Harley Talman also joining in the broadcast. Here's the pitch. Down low, stopped by Ballant. And the count now is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mario Cubello. After Cubello, we go back to the top with Anthony Pascal, the top of the order. Here's the pitch. And that hits him in the shoulder. And he is going to take his base, Will Cubello. So Cubello hit by a pitch. And the argument right now is that he stepped into that pitch. It certainly looked that way from up here. We're not one to take sides, but from what I saw, it looked like he was stepping into the pitch and then it hit him. But they'll talk it over with the umpire and Coach Luby. Coach Luby will certainly let him know what he thinks, as engaging conversation going on right now between the two. And I'm sure they're discussing where they're going to dinner after this game. That's usually the topic of conversation, right? When we have the umpire and the coach out there, right? So they discuss it, and Luby not happy with what he got out of that. Did not win the argument, as the runner is at first base now. So Anthony Pascal is now the batter. So Pascal has grounded out twice and singled once here tonight. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. And that one cruises in for a strike on the inside portion of the plate. And the count is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Anthony Pascal. Vince Vendetti is on deck for the Dutchman. They lead 5-0. Ball is hit up the middle. Second baseman Corey Adams to the shortstop to first. And they got the double play to end the inning. Just like that, and the Dogs are out of the inning after the double play. That was a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th after this commercial break. Dogs down 5-0.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors. But you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gym shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime.
Safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
And we are back. A new pitcher, Andrew Delganovich is the pitcher. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. We'll call it Delganovich. I think that's correct. And here's the pitch. In the dirt. 4-1. 1 ball, no strikes from Delganovich. And Sebastian Muller is the batter here for Mohawk Valley. Here's the windup now on the pitch. And that is called a strike. And they count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, the batter is Justin Hackett, as Muller is at first, and that one in the ground for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 count here to Justin Hackett. with a runner on first, nobody out. Bottom 6, Dogs are down 5-0. Got to get the bats heated up here as we enter the latter stages of the ball game. Here's the pitch. That is high and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Justin Hackett, who has popped out and grounded out here today. For Hackett, on the season hitting .286. As Dogvanovich looks over to the runner on first base, and now he will set, wind, and deliver. Swing and a miss there by Hackett. And that will put the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count to Justin Hackett, Jim Francis, Joe Bass Quirk, Emily Fuller, Jade Van Gorder, all joining us, and Wanda Horner. All of you, thank you for joining the broadcast. We're hoping you're enjoying it. And we have to give high praise to our interns on the field who have been doing the camera work for us all year and doing a phenomenal job at that. There is a walk now to Justin Hackett. So Justin Hackett walks. We'll have a pinch hitter coming into the ball game. Brady Shannon now coming into the ball game for Mark Duraski.
Pinch hitting number 33 from the University of Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
So here's Brady Shannon, first time in the ball game tonight. He's hitting .203 on the year for Mohawk Valley. So here's Shannon, a right-handed batter, pinch hitting here for Mark Duraski in the bottom of the 6th inning with runners on first and second, and nobody out. Here's the windup and pitch. And down the middle for a called strike, and the count 0-1 to Shannon. Shannon, a right-handed batter, big right-hander. And a little bit of history for your folks out there. Brady Shannon's grandfather replaced Mickey Mantle in the left field. How about that for a little trivia? And that trivia comes to you from our radio guy. Call him Ezzo. That's all you need to know. He just one word describes him. He only needs one word to be described. 2 words would be too many. 4 letters, I think. E-Z-Z-O. Yeah, that's 4. Had to do my math there quick. Ezzo has been with us since the beginning as well. Part of the original crew here in the booth. We have been here since day 1 with the Dogs. There's a swing and a miss, and Brady Shannon strikes out. So Chance Cheka is now the batter.
Designated hitter number 36 from Herkimer College, Chance Cheka.
So here's Chance Cheka, a right-handed batter with runners on first and second. And there is a strike, so 0-1 count. So give you a little trivia. And I'm getting a pronunciation on the new pitcher. I'm going to try this here. I'm not sure if I can get it right. I got Dong Lewitz. Did I say that right? Andrew, well, now I'll get another pronunciation. Hang on. That one has popped up. And the third baseman is going to make the grab for out number 2. So Chance Cheka pops out.
Coming to plate the center fielder, number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross comes up. So I'm getting a couple different pronunciations here for the pitcher's last name. I might just call him the pitcher. How about that? Dong Jelowick. How about that? Dong Jelowick. Hang on, let me write that down. So Dong Jelowich, I think, is the name of the pitcher. Again, my apologies if I'm saying it wrong. Doing my best here, but worst comes to worst. We'll just hang in there and do the best we can, right? So first pitch misses to Ross for actually a strike. I'm sorry, I hit with the corner. Got me all flustered with the last name here. Can only do one thing at a time up here, I think. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. And that one is fouled off, and the count now 0-2. So we have Glenna Chandler Caprice, who's listening. Mason Snell is her grandson. So cool to see and hear about all the people who are listening to different family members from across everywhere, really. We had Australia one time where we had somebody listening all the way from Australia. Surprised the feed even gets that far out, but apparently The internet does magical things these days, right? They run this wire, I guess. That's what they tell me. And that ball was hit to left field over the head of the third baseman. And first run will score for Mohawk Valley as they get on the board now, 5-1. And Jaden Ross with the single into left field gets the Dawgs on the board. And the score now 5-1 with 2 outs. So here is Nick Storino for Mohawk Valley. He has singled twice here tonight. Looking to continue that run here for Storino with a runners on second and first. So Dawgs are a team that always continue to chip away for 9 innings, so you can't count them out as they always chip away inning by inning. We've seen many comebacks from Mohawk Valley, and it usually starts off with a run here and a run there. And they have done that here in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch is down low to Storino. We'll try it again. Here we go, Don Jelowick. And the count is 1-0 to Storino. Here comes the windup and the pitch now to Storino. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Timeout is called, but the pitch is delivered too late as the umpire called timeout. And the batter steps out at the same time. So timeout was granted, the count 1-0. So 1-0 count to Nick Storino. We go back to the top of the lineup after Storino with Corey Adams. But first, Storino at the plate with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Here's the windup and pitch. And a little chopper to first base, deep over at first. He's going to grab it, step on the bag. That'll do it. But Mohawk Valley will bring in 1 run, cut into this lead. 5-1 is the score as we head into the top of the 7th.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live.
And we are back. Brady Shannon is now playing left field for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. And we are back here for the top of the 7th. So Brady Shannon now playing right field, for Mohawk Valley. And there's the first pitch, a ball, 1-0 count to Vendetti. And there is ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes now to Vince Vendetti. We have Vendetti, Brody Kennison, and JT Vance all due up here in the top of the 7th for the Dutchman. Here's the pitch, outside. And they count now 3-0 to Vendetti. So another family member listening out there, Tammy Ross Walker. She is listening for her nephew, who is Jaden Ross. And there is a strike now in the count, 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. So Jaden Ross having a nice season here for the DiamondDawgs, hitting .330 on this year with 20 RBI. And there is a strike number 2 in the count now, 3-2. So full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ross is our everyday center fielder for Mohawk Valley. He's been out there pretty much from day one. A couple breaks here and there. And that ball is hit between the gap between second and third, or short and third, for a base hit for Vendetti. So he starts the inning off with a single, as Brody Keniston now will come to the plate.
Brody Keniston.
So Brody Keniston, who homered in his first at-bat tonight and then popped out and struck out, will come to the plate here to face Chris Palmer. He'll come to the plate with a runner on first. And nobody out. Top 7. It is Palmer against Keniston. Here's the pitch from Palmer. Right down the center of the plate for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Brody Keniston. So Palmer shaking off a few pitches before he decides to throw the next one. He's agreed on a pitch with his catcher. Here's the pitch. And there's a throw to first base on a close play. And safe at first is the runner sliding back. That was Vince Vendetti. So the catcher from Mohawk Valley, Mitchell Ballant, rifled one down the first base. And the count now 0-2, just missing him at first. So no balls and 2 strikes to Keniston. Here's the windup now on the pitch by Palmer. And that one's hit to the third baseman's going to go second, now to first. So not in time at first, but they do get the runner at second base. So Brody Keniston safe at first on the fielder's choice. So JT Vance will come to the plate with 1 out and a runner on first for the Dutchman. So JT Vance, who has struck out and singled and popped out here tonight, is the batter for the Dutchman. So JT Vance hitting .226 for this Dutchman squad. That one misses to Vance for ball 1, so Shelly Johnson and Mike Bass have joined the broadcast. Thanks, folks, for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the game. We hope your team is winning. We hope your player is doing well. So JT Vance, the batter. Here's the pitch, and he fouls that one off, and the count now is 1-1 with a 1 out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the right fielder, JT Vance, who has, again, struck out in his last at-bat for the Dutchman. Vance is the batter. Well, the runner on first, taking a short lead. Here's the pitch, and that ball is fouled off down the third base line. And the count now is 1-2 to JT Vance. So for JT Vance on the season, he's hitting .226 with 9 runs and 14 hits. And a 1-2 count as he awaits the pitch from Palmer here in the top of the 7th. 5-1 lead here for the Dutchman. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, stopped by Ballant, looking for it. Got away from it just a bit, but he knocked it down and allowed the runner to stay put at first base. 2-2 now to JT Vance. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Palmer looking in, shaking off a few pitches, and looks like he's okay to go. Here he goes. And that is popped up. And right field, the Newt is calling for it. That is Brady Shannon. Makes the grab. They came in to replace Duratsky. Makes the catch for out number 2. So Nick Plew now the batter. He has walked twice tonight and struck out, has Plew. And he is a right-handed batter, and he will face the righty in Chris Palmer. Runner again, still on first base for the Dutchman, this time with 1 out. I think we might have 2 outs. Let me double check with my crew up here. And a 1-0 count. Correct. 2 outs. Just wanted to double check. Here's the pitch by Palmer, and that one is hit into the gap between short and third for a base hit, and that's going to put runners on first and second here for the Dutchman. So Nick Plew singles to left field for Corson
First
Hastings.
baseman number 35 from Trinity University, Corson Hastings.
Corson Hastings now the batter who reached on an error his last time up. He also doubled and singled here tonight. So Corson Hastings, a left-handed batter for the Dutchman, will step into the batter's box now to face Chris Palmer with the runners on first and second and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Here's the windup now on the pitch. And called strike outside corner, count 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Hastings. 0-1 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Again, outside corner, 0-2 now the count. So no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Hastings. Runners on first and second with 2 outs, top of the 7th, 5-1 to score. Albany ahead. And that one just missing in the count 1-2. Will Binder is on deck for Albany should Hastings reach. He's got a 1-2 count. Melissa Borkowski and Nelly Siracusa has joined us on the broadcast. That ball is hit to the second baseman for the Dogs, Corey Adams. He picks it up, throws over to first. That'll do it for the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It is 5-1, Dutchman ahead. Be back after this commercial break.
As your family starts to grow, so will your priorities. And sometimes finances can be difficult. You need local experts with resources that offer personalized products and services that guide you through life's changes. Whether you're starting out or need money-saving solutions, GPO is here for your family's needs.
The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
And we are back. New pitcher on the mound for the Albany Dutchman is Jake Mamoli. So Jake Mamoli now pitching for the Dutchman. And leading things off here for the DiamondDawgs is number 37, the second baseman, Corey Adams. So Corey Adams here at the bottom of the 7th for Mohawk Valley to be Corey Adams, Mitchell Ballant, and Sam Miller due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dogs need to get things going here. Down 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. That pitch is inside for ball 1-2. Adams in the count, 1-0. So for Adams, he's popped out, struck out, looking, and singled here tonight in this ball game against the Dutchman. Here's pitch number 2. Ooh, and that plucks him in the shoulder. And he is going to take a stroll down first base after being hit by the pitch. So Mitchell Ballant now will step into the batter's box after Corey Adams was plucked in the shoulder, earning him the free base. So Mitchell Ballant, who has struck out, grounded out, and reached on the fielder's choice, will get his chance here against Jake Mamoli here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 more innings to go for Mohawk Valley to get themselves back in this ball game, down 5-1. Here comes the pitch, and right down the center of the plate, inside just a bit for a strike, and the count 0-1. So no ball and 1 strike to Mitchell Ballant. Ballant always pops out of the box, takes a few practice cuts, and then takes a deep breath and enters the batting box again. Here's the pitch. That one above the head of Ballant. He had to duck down, or that one would have plucked him as well, and that's going to move the runner to second base. So Corey Adams now at second if the ball was overthrown by the pitcher. The count now 1-1 with Ballant at the plate, awaiting the pitcher to get back on the rubber. And everybody is back in place, and with that, Ballant's going to step out of the box. He steps out of the box and goes through his routine again. And he is back ready to go. Ballant, over the season, you can tell, very routine-oriented, takes the same approach to the batter's box every time. And he is now facing a 1-1 count, and timeout is called. The catcher's going to head out there and talk to his pitcher. That is Brody Keniston's going to go talk to the pitcher, Jake Mamoli, and deliver the ball himself and say, here's what you need to do. A 1-1 count with nobody out. Runner on to second base is Corey Adams. And the batter is the catcher himself for Mohawk Valley, Mitchell Ballant. The Ballant is ready to go. Mamoli is ready to go. Here comes the windup and the 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike, and the count 1-2 now to Ballant. As Ballant is wondering where that pitch was, but regardless, he's going to jump back in and face a 1-2 count now from Mamoli. A 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball hit sharply to short and hits the shortstop hard. He knocks it down. And a single by Mitchell Ballant. That was a shot to the shortstop. Tough play. And a single there for Ballant.
Baseman number 15 from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller now will come to the plate for Mohawk Valley with the runners on first and second. So first and second for the Dawgs here. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. And let's see what Sam Miller can do at the plate here. Miller has gone 0 for 3 thus far, popped out with 2 groundouts, and he puts down a bunt right in front of the pitcher. And he's going to move everybody over. So a sacrifice bunt moves the runners to second and third does Miller.
Coming into the plate, first baseman, number 35 from Quinnipiac University, Sebastian.
So here comes
Muller.
Sebastian Muller with the runners on second and third, and just 1 out. So Sebastian Muller now at the plate, as hopefully Godfather's still watching, as your godson is at the plate right here with the runners on second and third. He's going to hit it to the third baseman, who's going to scoop it up and throw across. And so a ground out to third
Coming to play the shortstop, number 25.
for Sebastian Muller now, 2 outs.
Justin Hackett.
So Justin Hackett now will come to the plate. So Nelly Siracusa has joined the broadcast. We saw your son pitch the other evening here at Mohawk Valley. So thank you for tuning in. Well, actually, I'm guessing it was your son. I shouldn't assume. A relation to the pitcher Siracusa. Here's the windup and the pitch. And right down the center of the plate. 4 strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Hackett now. Brady Shannon is on deck. Runners on second and third. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball hit off the mound. Takes a bounce into center field. That's going to score 1. Here comes the second run. And the play at the plate is safe. So safe at home as he slid underneath him, did Mitchell Ballant. So 2-run score after the single from Justin Hackett.
Now batting the right fielder, number 33 from the University of Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
So Brady Shannon now will come to the plate as the DiamondDawgs have now picked up 2 runs, cutting into this lead now 5-3 as Brady Shannon is now at the plate for Mohawk Valley. Timeout is called. And the coaches are going to head out to the mound as well as the entire infield. We got activity in the bullpen, and it looks like we may have a new pitcher coming into the ball game, or maybe they're just buying some more time. As we look down there to see, the pitcher is still taking some warm-up tosses down there. And we're going to stay here and see if they're going to stay with him. They're going to stay with him for now as the pitcher still continues to warm up in the bullpen. So for the time being, Jake Moley will get another batter, it looks like. As Kimberly Yoakum now has joined us on the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, Kimberly. So Brady Shannon is at the plate facing Jake Mamoli with 2 outs. And a runner on first base for Mohawk Valley. They're down 5-3 now in the bottom of the 7th. So here's Brady Shannon at the plate, awaiting the pitch here from Mamoli. Here comes, and up the middle for a base hit for Shannon. And the runner's going to head to third. The ball was bobbled at in center field, and that puts runners on first and third now with 2 outs.
Designated hitter number 36 from Herkimer College, Chance Cheka.
So here it comes, Chance Cheka for Mohawk Valley. Cheka 0 for 3 tonight, and can change a lot with a single here. Just getting on base. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. Some encouragement coming from our fans listening out there. Billy saying, come on, Dogs, get those runs. They've gotten 2 already. And Carl Storino saying, there we go, chip away. That's certainly what they're doing here. The Dogs continuing to battle in this ballgame. They always do. There's a little chopper to third base. And he's going to pick it up and throw across. And that's going to do it for the inning. But the Dogs score 2 runs, cut into this lead, now 5-3 as we head to the top of the 8th and be back after a commercial break.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequities,
We're moving beyond what you'd expect from us.
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Fans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And we are back for the top of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Albany, for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs is Julian Horan. So Julian Horan now pitching for Mohawk Valley. Will Binder is the batter. Here's the pitch by Horan, and it is fouled off by Binder, and the count is 0-1.
I cannot hit curve ball. Straight ball, I hit it very much.
Well, no balls and 1 strike to Will Binder. 5-3 now the score. Dogs have cut into that 5-1 lead that Albany has been hanging on to. And there's a ball to Binder, and the count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Binder, a couple of pop outs here tonight, and then that one hit to third base is going to be scooped up by Miller, thrown over for the out, and there's out number 1. So a ground out by Will Binder for out number 1 of the top of the 8th. So Josh Foglia, who has gone 1 for 3 tonight. I'm sorry, looking at my numbers here. He has singled and grounded out and popped out. So here is Foglia, the DH. And here comes the windup and pitch by Horan. And he's going to hit that to first base. The first baseman is going to scoop it. That is Sebastian Muller. And that is out number 2. So Mario Cubello is going to be next up for the Dutchman. So here's Mario Cubello, who's hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Cubello making his way to the plate. Kathleen Snyder, Rice Snyder, has tuned in, as has Kevin Dillenbeck. So thank you for spending this Sunday evening with us, folks. I don't know, there's a lot of things you can be doing out there, but listening to this broadcast is just awesome. How about that? So 1 ball and no strikes. Always good to watch some baseball on a nice Sunday afternoon. A matinee 5 o'clock start for this game. And that one's down low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Cubello. And 2 outs. Well, 2 balls and no strikes. Now here is Horan with the windup and the pitch. And that one is a ball. 3-0 the count. 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 count to Mario Cubello. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Wind up and the pitch. And that one called a strike, and the count now 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike now to Mario Cubello. Julian Horan is the pitcher. He's a lefty. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses for ball 4. He will take his base. Will Mario Cubello. And we'll go to the top of the order here with Anthony Pascal. So Anthony Pascal, who has singled and grounded out 3 times in a row. Now we'll step up to the plate here to face Julian Horan for the first time in the ballgame. He is a right-handed pitcher. He's going to face a lefty in Julian Horan. Horan looks in now. He sets, takes a deep breath, looks at the runner at first a few times, and delivers on the pitch. And inside corner for a strike. And they count 0-1 to Pascal. So no balls and 1 strike. Fans, just a reminder, I'm sure you haven't, but if you see the links that appear in the Facebook feed to click here and listen to the game, ignore it. It's just some spam that's coming your way. Games are broadcast on the DiamondDawgs Facebook Live page. So unless you see it there, no need to click anywhere else. Also available on a bunch of other locations. And on the website, the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs website. So make sure you only click on those links, and that was a ball thrown to second base, and everybody's safe. So again, the feed is on the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs website, and it's also on the Facebook page. All the other ones, just ignore. Just folks trying to jump on the bandwagon. That's what I say. We're doing such a good job here with our feed that, all these other places want you to click to their broadcast. A lot of them are not good places to go. How about that? 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner on second base. Here comes the pitch now from Julian Horan. And ball is hit between the gap between first and second. And here comes the runner coming home. And the play at the plate is not in time. So he's going to score. So a base hit for Pascal. Scores a run, and now 6-3 is the score for the Dutchman ahead.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the last call for beer. Last call.
So Vince Vendetti now will come to the plate for the Dutchman. So they picked up one run from the one that Mohawk Valley scored in the prior inning. So the Dogs got to keep the runs off the board so they can mount a comeback in the final 2 innings here. The less runs, obviously, the easier the comeback. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike to Vendetti. And the count 0-1. Albany Crew didn't like that call. Thought maybe it was a ball, but 0-1 the count. Horan now sets, looks at the runner at first base, and winds and delivers, shows bunt, pulls back. Here's the throw to second base, and safe at second is the runner. So the Dutchman playing aggressive baseball here late in the innings, sending the runner with 2 outs. So Vendetti with an 0-2 count now. Here's the windup and the pitch. In the dirt, stopped by the catcher, bailing it from getting too far away from him. And 1-2 the count now. So Dana has tuned in to watch the broadcast. 6-3 is the score. The Dutchmen are ahead here in the top of the 8th. Julian Horan is the pitcher, and Vince Vendetti is batting for the Dutchman. And there's a call to strike 3 to Vendetti, so that'll do it for the inning. But 1 run comes across for Albany, and they extend their lead to 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Stay tuned, fans. We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
The winner.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans.
And we're back, fans, and new pitcher on the mound for the Albany Dutchman is Greg May. He faces the first batter in Jaden Ross, and the first pitch to him is a strike, and the count is 0-1 to Ross. So it'll be Ross, Nick Storino, and Corey Adams all due up here in the bottom of the eighth. Dogs are down 6-3, and the count now to Ross is 1-1. So Dogs, we have 2 innings here to button things up, pick up 3 runs, tie this ball game up, and give themselves a chance to win it in the latter innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one pitch called a strike. So 1-2 count to Jaden Ross, the center fielder. A right-handed batter facing the righty, Greg May, who's come into the ball game to replace the other replacement, Jake Mamoli. There's the pitch, and that's fouled off. And we're going to stay put at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jaden Ross is the center fielder here tonight. A right-handed batter facing a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the windup and pitch now. And there's a swing and a miss by Ross. And he goes down swinging for out number 1 of the eighth.
And we played the left fielder, number 6 from Fairfield University, Nick Storino.
So Nick Storino now the batter for Mohawk Valley. After Storino, we go to the top of the lineup with Corey Adams. But for Storino, he has singled twice tonight and grounded out. So Storino having himself a decent game here with 2 singles and a ground out. Looking to do more here in the eighth. Shows bunt, pulls back. And there's ball 1 to Storino. So 1-0 count to Nick Storino with 1 out. Here's May with the windup and the pitch in the dirt. And that is ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to the left fielder Nick Storino. On the season, Storino is hitting .283, still looking for his first home run. He's got 12 RBI on the year. So 2-0 count. Here comes May now with the pitch. And that ball is a shot to right field. It's going to drop right in the center of the center fielder and the right fielder for a base hit for Storino. So another single for Storino, his 3rd of the ball game here tonight. And we're going to go back to the top of the lineup with Corey Adams now coming to the plate for Mohawk Valley with a runner on first. And 1 out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So here's Corey Adams, who was hit by a pitch his last at bat. Also has popped out, struck out looking, and singled. The Dogs looking to chip away 1 run at a time here, down 6-3. They have a runner on first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's Corey Adams at the plate. Here's the windup and pitch by Mays. Curveball right down the center of the plate for a call. Strike 1 to Adams. So no balls and 1 strike to Adams here. Adams looks in. May looks in. May looks at the runner at first as well. And both are ready and locked in to go. Here's the pitch. And there's a curveball that catches Adams, and the count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Corey Adams. Right-handed batter is Adams facing the righty in Greg May. May up in the count 0-2. One out, runner on first, taking a short lead for the Dawgs. Here's the windup and pitch by May. Curveball called, strike 3, as that one slid past Corey Adams for a call. Strike 3 for out number 2.
Carson Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant now will make his way to the batter's box, as he probably had some of his gear on, as the catchers routinely put their gear on before coming to at bat in case they don't get up. So he's probably got to take that gear off before he comes out here. And here he comes, looking more like a batter than a catcher right now. So here's Mitchell Ballant, who has singled in his last at bat. He struck out tonight, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice. So he will step into the box here from the right side to face Greg May. Dawgs have a runner on first now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. They're down 6-3. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off for strike 1 to Mitchell Ballant. So fans of Dawgs will be back here again on Wednesday as Glens Falls comes to town. So if you're in town Wednesday, head on over to Little Falls at Veterans Memorial Park here to watch the ball game as the Glens Falls team comes to town, and that one misses inside, and they count 1-1. If you're unable to make it, well, you can find us on Facebook. You can also find us on Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs webpage, as the game will be brought to you by MyLittleFalls.com and Creative Outposts. So make sure you check that out if you can't make it here on Wednesday. Here's the pitch, and that one gets away, and that's going to allow the runner to advance to second. And the count now to Ballant will jump to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Mitchell Ballant with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Dawgs down 6-3. And remember, a comeback starts with 1 run at a time, so the Dawgs just trying to get one in here, and that usually helps start a rally. The Dawgs have rallied all year long as a team not to give up ever. You see multiple comebacks here at home and on the road. Dawgs familiar with coming back when they're down. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Now to Mitchell Ballant. Sam Miller awaits on deck. Going right into the heart of the lineup here for Mohawk Valley. We are at the number 2 batter with Mitchell Ballant, Sam Miller the 3 hitter, and then Sebastian Muller the 4. And there is ball 4. And so he will take his base. And now runners on first and second for Sam Miller. So Miller with a sac bunt in his last at bat will come to the plate.
15 from Columbia, Sam Miller.
Sam Miller hitting .234 on the season for Mohawk Valley before he came into this game. 2 outs. Miller has runners on first and second. He represents the tying run at the plate. Bottom of the 8th. Here comes the pitch by May. And that one's hit down the first base line, foul. And the count is 0-1.
Hit Tanner. Got 1 job done, but I actually had 2.
So here's Miller with an 0-1 count.
Hit Tanner in the boob. He said on my boob.
Here's the pitch. That one down low. So we're going to have to talk about our buddy Tanner out here, who's our camera guy. He normally is up here in the booth next to me. He's my production guy. He keeps us on. So what do? We send him down there to do a little camera work, and a shot goes right at him and can't make the play. How about that? He's an athlete too, so normally he would. And that one hits him, so he's going to take his base. And Tanner actually is. And hang on, let's see what's going on here. They hit him, and the coach is going to come out to talk about it. Doesn't like it. It's going to load the bases. So as we talk about Tanner a little bit, we're going to give him some credit. He is a football player, and he is heading out to, what school is he going to? Hobart. He's going out to Hobart to play football, so awesome for him. We're very excited to see him go out there. And he's going to go into some kind of field that he's doing like this broadcasting stuff and communication, so he's going to do well there. And then he's going to come back here and he's going to run it all. He's probably going to go to the major leagues. Let's not lie. He's probably going to just skip the lower levels. But that's okay. That keeps me employed.
Major in teaching and then minor in broadcasting.
The first baseman, number
So he's going to be majoring in teaching, I've been told. And then he's going to minor in broadcasting, which is great. That way you can do a little bit of both. Have a degree in teaching, can go off and teach, or go off and pursue something in communication with the minor, broadcasting. So good for him. And that one in the dirt, and the runner's going to come home, and he's going to slide in safely. And so all of a sudden, the Dogs are barking, and the score now is 6-4. Runners now on the corners for Mohawk Valley. Sebastian Muller is at the plate. And back to what I was saying about our interns. A lot of our interns stay here for a few years and then they go on out to college, and a lot of them are working in great fields and doing great things. So very proud of all our interns, and we know we're going to have a lot of great ones based on the work that I've seen them do here with Creative Outpost, and MyLittleFalls.com. That one is down low for ball two. So I've talked a lot about Creative Outpost to give you a little bit of idea what that is. It's basically giving opportunities to kids in the area who are interested in the broadcast field and production and that kind of thing. So MyLittleFalls.com is partnered with Creative Outpost. It's kind of the same group that leads that. Mr. Warner, Dave Warner, is kind of the lead on that, in charge of all that stuff. He's a busy guy, does 1.5 million things. He's running on the field here, taking photos, running the computer beside me. Sometimes he's the cameraman. He does take out the trash sometimes, mop the floors, does a little bit of everything. And he writes stories. And there's a 2-0 count. So 3 balls and no strikes. You ever want to see some of his work? He's got some great stories about Little Falls. So if you're not from the area, a great way to just kind of get an idea of what goes on in this community. It's a small little community. Everybody's pretty close-knit. Love their baseball here. There's been a long tradition of baseball in Little Falls for a long time with the Little Falls Mets. And a great little place, and you can follow it all on MyLittleFalls.com, and you'll get a kind of an idea of what goes on around here. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And there is ball 4, and that will load the bases again. And all of a sudden, the Dogs are making some noise here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. So with that, they're going to head out to the mound. And we'll take a quick break and be back and let you know what's going on.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
And so the pitcher, Greg May, is going to remain in the ball game, as they do have some activity in the bullpen. So probably buying a little time for their pitcher to get warmed up. But in the meantime, Justin Hackett is at the plate for Mohawk Valley with bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Inside corner for a called strike. And the count is now 0-1 to Justin Hackett. 0-1 count. Greg May is the pitcher. Justin Hackett the batter. Here's the windup now on the pitch. And that one right down the center of the plate. A little to the right. Catching that outside corner just a bit. And the count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Justin Hackett. He's going to have to battle here. Facing an 0-2 count with bases loaded. Doesn't want to leave him stranded here. Here's the 0-2. And he fouls that one off as Hackett battles and stays alive. And the count 0-2. So this will become a battle of pitcher against batter, with runners on every base. No place to put them for Greg May. So Hackett is going to have to find a way to get himself on base here. Facing an 0-2 count. 6-4 is the score. Albany ahead. And there is a call, strike 3 to Justin Hackett to end the inning, leaving all the runners stranded. And we head to the top of the 9th. Dogs are down 6-4.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you are looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest-working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
And we're back, folks. New pitcher on the mound for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs is Bo Buckley. So Bo Buckley is pitching for Mohawk Valley. And Brody Kennison is the batter here for the Dutchman in the top of the 9th. 6-4 lead for Albany. Buckley, a right-hander whose right hand dangles down the side before he throws the pitch, and he's going to deliver the first pitch here to Kennison. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to the catcher, Brody Kennison. He hit the home run earlier in the ball game to get things started for Albany. They were leading 1-0. A 2-run shot gave them the 3-0 lead, but Mohawk Valley has bounced back here now 6-4. And that ball is hit to right field. And it's going to go between the right fielder and the center fielder. Brody's heading to second. Sorry, Brody is the first name. They just yelled it out, and I yelled it out too. So Brody Kennison with the double to start things off.
Now coming to plate, the right fielder, number 21 from Mississippi College, J.T. Vance.
So J.T. Vance, who has popped out, singled, struck out, and then popped out again. At the plate here with a runner on second base and nobody out here in the top of the 9th. So fouling J.T. Vance, it'll be Nick Plew. And that is the 3, 4, 5 batters in the order here for Albany. Bo Buckley is the new pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley. Looking to contain the Albany bats here for one more inning and take it to the bottom of the 9th, giving the Dogs a chance to battle back down 6-4. Here comes Buckley with the windup and the pitch. He shows bunt, pulls back, and they're going to throw it to second base and safe at second on a very close play as the catcher Ballant chucked it down to second base, and the guy slid right underneath the throw on a nice play. And the runner is safe at second. So safe at second with J.T. Vance at the plate with a 1-0 count. So 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the windup now and the pitch by Buckley. Shows bunt again, pulls back, and the count now is 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to JT Vance. Vance is the right fielder for the Dutchman. So for Vance on the season, he's hitting .226 as he entered this game. And timeout is called as the Vance will look down the third base line. And he's going to head over to his coach to get the personal message right from him. And so coach will cover his mouth, making sure no signals are picked up. Top secret stuff we're doing here. It's one of the things about baseball. A lot of things that unwritten rules that go on that, people sometimes ask, well, why did they do that? Why did they do this? Can't really explain it. It's just baseball, Susan, right? As John would say. John is the play-by-play guy for the New York Yankees. And that one gets away. And he will advance the third. So John, as I mentioned, the play-by-play guy for the New York Yankees, where I will be replacing him shortly when he retires. I haven't gotten the call yet, but I'm expecting it. And I'm just going to announce it on the air. I'm taking everybody with me. Everybody in the booth coming with me. Oh, we got a couple of declines here. Some guys don't want to go. All right. Well, less plane tickets I got to get. So there's ball 4. So JT Vance
Left fielder,
is at first base.
99 from Manhattan College, Nick Plew.
So runners now on first and third, as Nick Plew now will come to the plate. Again, nobody out now here in the top of the 9th for the Dutchman. Bo Buckley's got runners on first and third. Here's the windup and pitch to Plew. And that is down low in the dirt, as looks like at first he thought he lost the ball. The catcher, he looked behind him. He had it in his glove. Sometimes things just appear in your glove, right? I don't know if it was a ploy to see if the runner would come to third. Didn't work, though. So the count is 1-0. I think what he was trying to do, Ballant was trying to make it look like he got behind him, so maybe that runner would try heading to third, and then he can try heading home, he can throw to third. And he's going to throw to third anyways. And they got him. So Mitchell Ballant, how about that? Gets the runner at third for out number 1. So always thinking behind the plate is Mitch Ballant. And we're proud to say that's our guy behind home plate. He's done a fantastic job for us all year for Mohawk Valley. So now 1 out with a runner on second. So Bo Buckley now will deliver to Plew. 1-1 count, and he shows bunt. Again, stopped by Ballant as it dropped in front of him. And the count now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out and a runner on second base. 6-4. Albany ahead here in the top of the 9th. Bo Buckley on the mound trying to contain that to 6-4. Give the Dogs a chance to tie it up or win it in the bottom of the 9th. Here comes Buckley now with the windup. Actually going to go back to second. On a very close play, they got him. They got him at second base. How about that? So Bo Buckley turns around, throws it to second base, and they got the runner. So both runners on the base pads thrown out. And just like that, 2 outs now. And the count is 2-1 to Plew. So Plew has been at the plate forever, and he's gotten 2 outs just by standing around and being a batter. And there's a strike to Plew, and the count is 2-2. So Plew has been at the plate, and he saw 2 of his base runners getting thrown out. I'm sorry, getting all twist-tied here at the words. Here's the pitch, and it's going to go back. It hits the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit as it hits him in the back end. Tried to stop it. Valiant attempt there by the pitcher. How much he could have done there as he turned around to stop the ball, hit off of him, and it ricocheted over to the third base side. So a runner now on first. And here is Hastings coming to the plate. A little chit-chat going on out on the field between the 2 sides here. Getting a little chippy. So fans, sometimes, we say it's just a game, but sometimes the competitive juices gets a little flowing. So what was happening here was a little chatter on the Albany side. They were getting a little, saying little things to the other side. So the other side was shouting a couple of things back and forth, and well, that doesn't go well. But at the end of the game, they'll all shake hands and walk away because they're all competitors. And that's what happens when you get guys who are very competitive on the field. They're going to talk a little bit back and forth. All in good taste and good fun. So runner is on first base now with 2 outs. And Corson Hastings now the batter. And there's the runner. They're going to throw to second base. It gets out to the outfield. And the runner is safe at second on the stolen base. So good throw. Is there in time, just unable to grab it at second base as it took a little bit of a bounce. So runner now on second base with an 0-1 count is Corson Hastings. So a lot of action going on here in this top of the 9th. Should be fun to see the bottom of the 9th once we get there with the DiamondDawgs bats coming up. Now here's the windup and the pitch by Buckley. 0-1 count. And that one catches the outside corner, and Buckley now open the count 0-2. So Buckley needs one more to get his team to the bottom of the 9th, down just 2. So here comes Buckley as he looks in, arm dangling down the side. Runner on second base taking a few steps off the bag, not being held on by the second baseman who's creeping up behind him. Here's the pitch. And a little dribbler to Corey Adams at second. He picks it up, he drops it. And he dropped it. So Corey Adams had what looked like a routine play, and it just dropped out of the gloves. And runners now on first and third.
Now batting the third baseman, number 1 from the University of Albany, Will Binder.
So Will Binder now will come to the plate. So Binder, who has popped out twice and grounded out, now will come to the plate with runners on the corners. And again, 2 outs. So here comes Buckley now with the pitch to Binder. And right down the middle, and the runner takes off. He stopped halfway there, and the throw never came, but not sure what he was going to do if he threw it. So luckily for him, Ballant stopped the throw. Well, he just stopped the throw because there was a runner on third. Should he have thrown that ball to second, the runner would have scored. So again, Mitch Ballant knowing what's going on in front of him. And there's a little chopper this time to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws across, and that will do it for the inning. So no run score, a little bit of a hairy situation at times. The DiamondDawgs get out of it 6-4. We head to the bottom of the 9th for the Dogs a chance to tie it and win this game. Make sure you come back, fans.
Don't forget your DiamondDawgs.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just use your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, we do whatever it takes, Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggests checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
All right, welcome back, fans, for the bottom of the ninth, and Brady Shannon will lead things off. So if you're out there watching on Facebook land, you're probably working on some landscaping, I imagine, maybe doing a little weeds. You might want to come back and watch us. 6-4 is the score. Brady Shannon swinging a miss as we are in the bottom of the ninth. So the weed whacking can wait. Tell the wife, just give me one more half inning, and I'll go finish the weed whacking. I got to listen to Pags and the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs versus the Albany Dutchmen. And that one's in the dirt, and they count now 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. They'll just lay it out here for you. Brady Shannon is the batter for Mohawk Valley. New pitcher on the mound for Albany is Devin Campbell. It'll be Brady Shannon, Chance Cheka, and Jaden Ross all due up here in the bottom of the ninth. Dogs are down 6-4. Here's the windup now on the pitch. And that one gets away for ball 2. And the count now to Shannon is 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Devin Campbell, again, a right-hander. Again, arm dangles down the side like Bo Buckley for the Mohawk Valley. But this is Devin Campbell. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off. And that will even the count at 2-2 now to Brady Shannon. So again, fans, don't forget, we'll be back on the air on Wednesday night as Glens Falls comes to town. So I tell you all the time, if you're in the area, come on down. We won't be offended if you watch it in person. But if not, well, you better jump on and listen to us online. We will be here for a 6:45 start. Here's the windup and the pitch. And in the dirt for ball, not in the dirt, but down low. And the count is now 2-2 to Shannon. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. There's one snuck past me there. 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count. As Campbell shook one off, and now he's ready to go. And he will wind and deliver and puts it in the dirt for ball 4. So Brady Shannon will take a walk to first base. And we got a pinch hitter coming up for Chance Cheka. That is going to be Mason Snell, I believe.
Now batting number 5, Mason Snell.
So here is Mason Snell from Herkimer College, who is going to step in for Chance Cheka. So Mason Snell, now the batter for Mohawk Valley, as he is the pinch hitter with nobody out and a runner on first. So tying run at the plate for Mohawk Valley and Mason Snell. Here's Campbell now with the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1 to Snell. So 1 ball, no strikes. Campbell again looking in, has that arm dangling down, holding the ball, looks at the runner at first base. And now he's going to wind and deliver to Snell. And there's a strike down the middle. And that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Runner on first base for Mohawk Valley, nobody out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch now from Campbell. And little chopper, and this could be trouble as it picked up by the second baseman, and he grabs it just in time and throws it over. So the runner advances to second, but Mason Snell grounds out, moves the runner to second base, and Jaden Ross now will come to the plate.
South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So here's Jaden Ross with 1 out. Ross struck out in his last at bat. He's got a runner on second base now, and 1 out, down 2. Bottom of the 9th. Devin Campbell is the pitcher for Albany. Campbell looking in, runner on second base. A generous lead and not being held on by the second baseman, and he's going to head back to second as the pitcher looked him over. And he's going to start heading off the bag again, taking a few steps this time. Pitcher is staring at him for a second. It's another stare before he delivers the pitch to Ross. And there is a strike 1 to Jaden Ross. So no balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Dogs are down 2. Tying run at the plate with Jaden Ross. Due up next is Nick Storino. There's the pitch. And that misses. And the count now 1-1 to Ross. Again, for Mohawk Valley, they got a runner on second. And just 1 out. Campbell sets now and delivers. And that's popped foul on the first base line, and that brings the count to 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes now to Jaden Ross. Dogs have 2 outs here to do something. 1 out on the board, so 2 chances still to stay alive here and do something. Again, the tying run at home plate. There's the windup and pitch coming from Campbell. It is high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner on second base for Mohawk Valley. Both teams cheering on their respective teams here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that is called a strike. And the count was a called strike 3. A lot of cheers from the Albany bench.
Coming to play left fielder number 6 from Fairfield University, Nick Storino.
So Nick Storino, Dogs down to their final out here with Nick Storino coming to the plate. Again, Storino looking to keep the Dogs alive, down just 2. Again, the tying run at home plate. The swing of a bat, and this game could be tied. Here's the pitch to Storino. And that's called a strike on the outside corner. And the count now is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to the left-handed hitting Nick Storino, right-handed pitcher on the mound in Devin Campbell. 0-1 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss by Storino, and the count now 0-2. So Nick Storino needs to stay alive here. Keep a ball alive for Mohawk Valley with an 0-2 count. Campbell now will deliver on the 0-2. And it is high for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Storino. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, runner on second base for the Dogs. Down 2. Nick Storino at the plate. Should he reach Corey Adams, the top of the order for Mohawk Valley, due up. Here's the pitch. The ball is hit to second base. Second baseman scoops it up, throws over to first, and that will do it as Nick Storino grounds out to the second baseman and drop this game 6-4 to the Albany Dutchman. Make sure you come on back on Wednesday night as Glens Falls come to town and tune in. Again, I'm Pete Pagliaro. Thank you for listening. And again, this game is being brought to you by MyLittleFalls.com and Creative Outpost. So make sure you check us out online, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. Enjoy your Sunday.
Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go Dogs! We got a guy on third and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on, boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! We're out on the field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard. Gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs!